Good evening, everyone. This is the Spirit Program Live. My name is Sharon Price. I am a grief and wellness specialist, a spiritual translator, and the founder of the Spirit Program. It's a 12-week mind, body, and spirit program that helps you find emotional, spiritual, and physical balance. Tonight, I want to talk about putting the spotlight on yourself and what that means. We are so busy in life focusing on so many other people's wants, dreams, desires, from sometimes friends, family, even being a leader at a job or even in being employed somewhere where we're focused on someone else's mission, someone else's business, someone else's life. A lot of times it's our coworkers that we're focused on because we're hearing about their families, their lives, sometimes even their problems. And we become so engrossed and involved in everyone else's world that we're shining our light for them, but forgetting to keep shining our light on ourselves. And a lot of times people lose sight of who they even are, their identity, meaning you're someone's sister, brother, mother, father, friend, coworker, neighbor, but you even lose your name sometimes. That's my dad, or that's my mom, or that's so and so. And somehow in the shuffle we lose a lot of the things that we came to this world with a deep desire and dream to do. A lot of times those desires come very early in life. I can even go back and reflect on my own life and see where my path began to even do my grief work, my wellness work, the stuff that I do, but especially helping people heal their hearts. I can look back on being a child and talking to adults who are sad over losses. And just, I'm not going to make it any more about that tonight. This is not about going into my story, which I used to have out in the world in my book, The Art of Forgiveness and Self-Healing, which is part of the 12-week program. It is used for our grief healing program. It's a 6-week program that we put people through in order to heal from any kind of emotional pain, major loss, not just loss of a loved one, but maybe loss of health, loss by divorce and separation, loss of a pet, loss, through all different circumstances. I've had people really try to sway me over the years to change my vision, change my path, and only talk to people about one type of loss, which is loss of a loved one or loss by someone passing. And I refuse, because emotional pain is caused by so much more than that. And if you have the proper tools to get through life and the other people that are coming to you, and sometimes just we're allowing people to dump on us, they're robbing us of our energy. And when we allow that and we don't have good boundaries, we do lose sight of who we are. But it is time to put the spotlight back on yourself, because when you do that, you're a healthier person, mind, body, and spirit, to be able to be strong. And when I don't mean be strong during an emotional time of grief, that doesn't mean we don't cry because it's weakness. I've talked about this in some of my shorts, um, the short videos. It's about strength. Crying does not make you weak. It actually helps you heal. And I talked to someone about it today who's also an expert in the field. I was fortunate enough to connect with someone local through another connection that I acquired recently, and meet someone that has done the work actually longer than I have. She's been doing this for 35 years. I've been doing it for 20 years now. This is my 20th anniversary. And I'm going to make the announcement tonight because I've been waiting a long time. I used to have my own health and wellness center in Maryland. It closed down back in 2012 or 2011. And I then opened up another wellness center in another state, then returned back here to my home state. And I am finally, after 15 years of debating and talking to many people and even working for other nonprofits, have decided to open up a brand new healing center here in the Maryland area and the Frederick area, which will expand across all counties after we get up and running. This nonprofit is for people to come and have healing of their heart from any type of pain that they've gone through. Now, we're not a mental health center. We're not opening up to help people through um, counseling issues, but grief is a universal uh, problem that comes up for people, concern, challenge. I should say, I'd rather use that word because a challenge we can get through and we can process. I've worked with many people for many years, and this is for grief, and grief is going to come up in our lives. It's part of life, but I'm not saying that in a callous way. It is going to be part of your life at some point, even if you have not experienced a loss. A lot of times it starts as a child. When we're young, we lose a pet. Then we lose loved ones around us as we start to get older, and sometimes friends. And sometimes I meet people in their 20s that have not lost a loved one and have not lost a pet. But at some point, as long as you're here physically on this earth, you will go through grief of different sorts. And we want to be here for the community. And I want to be here for my community because I've worked in this area for a long time. I consider myself an expert in this field. The wellness goes along with it. You can't do one without the other. They go hand in hand. I have an amazing 12-week program that also became a national training program. And we do have people that are already trained to work with individuals. And they have been trained through a very unique and special program. And it wasn't just an overnight or a workshop. They actually went through the 12-week program individually on their own, but then they also went through parallel a 12-week training program. And some even went through extensive training beyond that. So I am excited to finally announce that we will be formulating the nonprofit this year. I'm hoping to have it up and running by fall, at least have ourselves incorporated and be able to start, doing our classes and other things. We are going to be doing some fundraising to help support the program. So if you are interested in learning more, please reach out to me. If you do watch the video and you see this, and you are interested in learning either how to become a trainer or to come through the program yourself, I do Grief Healing Now. You can find it on the site. It is self-pay. I do not take insurance, but that's the purpose of the nonprofit so that we can offer these services to anyone within our community and beyond, but especially for the state of Maryland. And then I'm hoping I go beyond because I worked for many years with people from many different states, primarily the East Coast, but all over the United States. And I want to be able to have this program still reach those people. So it will be a virtual based nonprofit, and we will use facilities within the communities in order to run the programs that we run for people if we're running the in-person version. And that way, people will have an option of both. And I will have more details later. I will announce the name and a special video, where I'll talk about this more. But I wanted to talk about this tonight because I myself, just like everyone else, you get lost from your own dreams and hopes and passions and what your real purpose is that you came here to do. And you kind of know it because you start living it, like I said, early in life. I was writing books when I was in elementary school, never imagined. Wrote my first poem and I don't write poems now. I wrote one and it's about grief, but I wrote that when I was just in first grade. I was only 6 years old at the time. And now I'm an author and I'm working on my 20th book. So I'm proud of where I've been. I can say that it's a journey. There's stepping stones. And the only way you're going to not make it to the finish line or to these passions, hopes, and dreams, and even your purpose is if you stop. But all the things, challenging or positive, have all been part of your journey, part of preparing you for the next step. And when we come prepared is when the doors start to open. And that's what I saw. I saw things aligning. I've seen things just magically happen and they start happening seamlessly. And I know that anytime you're doing something where you're helping others, which every line of work, no matter what job you're in, what career you're in, and what you do, you don't have to own your own company to be serving in a positive way. There are different people that serve in different ways every day. And each job and each person is important and everything is unique. but putting the spotlight on you and really being able to know yourself in a really intimate way, like your own best friend, self-care, and learning all of this through the program we run. You can come through this program just to have the tools for yourself. But the book that I wrote, Your Toolbox for Life, will be conducting the 12-week program through the center as well. I'm going to call it that for right now. And it's definitely a healing center that we're opening. And it is, again, to heal hearts. Every bit of the work that I've done over the last 20 years, and even within companies I've worked for, organizations, these tools have helped many people along my path. And they can testify to that. And I can, again, refer you to the website. If you can look at www.getintothespirit.org or www.authorsharonprice.com. You'll find those testimonies. You'll even find some of the videos from our latest winners that came through the 12-week program who just finished. Then we're going to have a last day kind of video clip on that as well. So look for all of these videos that will be coming up. And please subscribe, like, share my channel. I am aiming to get 1,000 subscribers by August 2024. I'm hoping to reach my number, and I can only do that with your support. I know a lot of people, a lot more people, watch my videos than what I have subscribers. Sometimes there's 500, sometimes there's 900 viewers of one short video. So I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. You can turn off the notifications if you don't want them to come up on your computer or phone. And then when you go into the app, you'll see them. But subscribing doesn't force you to get those notifications. You choose the settings that you like, just like you would with any other app. And I'm hoping to be able to continue to reach more people across the United States and globally with the programs that are going to be now part of the new healing center that have been part of all the centers that I've had from the very beginning in 2004 to 2005 is when it first started. So again, have a fabulous evening. You have a fabulous weekend. I'm that looking at those short videos and watching the clips on Friday nights somehow give you an insight, maybe just some ideas, a spark, a passion within you to continue to move forward and to use all of the tools that you learn and hear here and share with others. People comment a lot of times on the posts that I have on the Facebook page, Instagram, and all of those comments also help each other. So be part of the community. I also have a wellness community page, and anyone that's part of the Arthur Sharon Price page, that's how you find my YouTube channel. That's how you find the Facebook. That's how you find the Instagram page. You can actually use that to connect to the group. And I'd appreciate everyone sharing, liking, and commenting so that everyone can benefit. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, and I will be talking to you again next week. Thank you again.